Hi guys, in this episode of True Curiosity, I'm just gonna be quickly covering a small new trailer teaser that was released for The Walking Dead Season 11's second part. I literally just found out it existed, people have just covered it, and it seems like it has some really cool imagery in it, so I just wanna check it out for the channel and just go over the shots specifically because there's some really interesting things to talk about from the snippets that I've seen, so yeah. Without further ado, let's just get into it in 3, 2, 1.
I am impressed with everything you've built here.
However, I do have another, more interesting choice.
Why do you choose these people?
I'm doing it for us. You regret coming here?
Do you?
There are thousands more like me. Resist the Commonwealth!
Okay, definitely a lot of shots to talk about. Not much to react to, but a lot to talk about. So let's just start over from the beginning. So we have the Commonwealth arriving to Alexandria. Everybody seeing them and waiting for them and welcoming them. And apparently even Pamela and the guy who I don't remember his name. I mean, I'm pretty sure they mentioned it, but I don't remember his name, so I did not expect that they were going to go to Alexandria, especially the governor of the Commonwealth. So, these are all our characters meeting them. Is that goddamn Leah down here? Because that looks like Leah to me, but I doubt that Maggie would be right above Leah if she's there. I don't think that would be happening. But we have Aaron here, Kelly, Magna, Daryl, Maggie. I think that's Lydia here. I think that's Herschel Jr. That's Elijah. Is there a better shot of other characters? There's Carol as well. So he makes a proposition for them to join them at the Commonwealth, huh? Interesting. Okay, there's Maggie. I'm curious, what exactly does she say here?
Why do you choose these people? Why do you choose these people? Why do you choose these people?
Does she say, I didn't choose these people? Oh, okay, now this makes sense. Like seeing that Daryl is with Rosita here, with these people with the black jacket, black shirts. I think they are like people who are going to be trained to become part of the military of the Commonwealth, because there's a shot of Daryl in a Commonwealth suit later on, and I think we've seen shots or at least pictures of Rosita being in that suit as well, so they are going to be part of the Commonwealth military, which is really cool. I'm really curious to see more about that, dude. We're getting into some really exciting territory with The Walking Dead right now. Like, see Daryl with the Commonwealth suit. That is so weird, though. That is so weird to see. I genuinely looked Photoshop when I saw it on goddamn Twitter. It's kind of crazy. Then there's Judith in a pretty little dress. Why is she looking at herself in the mirror? I'm really curious about this stuff. I'm really excited, dude. Like, the first 8 episodes of Season 11 weren't exactly what I was hoping that they would be, but they weren't bad. But the best part of them was definitely the Commonwealth storyline, and the Commonwealth seems to be it's exciting to me. I can't wait to see more about it, you know. Also, how the fuck did they do this shot? Where the fuck is the camera? Because this is the mirror. We're looking at them while they're looking themselves in the mirror. That's an interesting shot. There's Ezekiel probably getting treatment for his cancer. There's Carol crying. I wonder, there's 2 possibilities why she's crying. She's either crying for the same reason she was crying in season 6 of the show, when she was feeling guilty for the things she did now that she was back in somewhat normal land in Alexandria, so maybe she's experiencing that again, or she's crying about Ezekiel. Those are the 2 possibilities. There's Eugene enjoying his time at the Commonwealth. We've seen that before. There's Rosita and Gabriel with their daughter. Okay, Rosita talking to Eugene. We've seen that one before. I guess a closer shot of him. The thing is, I still don't know, is he here in a cell? Or is he in like an alleyway? Like he's being kicked out, he is being cast out from society, so to speak. So he's just living on the street. I think that is what it is. And I feel like that is gonna play more into the kind of what the Commonwealth is about, aka the kind of classes and how the people, based on what you were doing in the before the world fell apart, it's what you're doing and you're that class. Like if you are like a worker class, you cannot climb above or whatever. Who is this guy though? Wait, isn't this the guy who took in Princess?
Thousands more like me. Resist the Commonwealth!
Yeah, that very much looks like him. That is the guy from the Princess episode. So interesting how he's actually going to play a bigger role than I thought. Huh. I'm glad they're actually bringing him up again, because he's one character in the military other than Mercer that we know about. I know he had just like a very small role before, and I didn't really see him as a resistant person towards the Commonwealth or whatever, but it's interesting at least to see. At first I thought, where the fuck did I see this guy? Because he reminded me of Sergeant Barker from the CRM, and I was like, wait, is this the same guy? But then it wouldn't make sense because he's dead, and World Beyond Season 2 is set before The Walking Dead Season 11, and even before Season 10, timeline-wise. So it's cool that this guy's going to play more of a role into it, but essentially he's going to be suffering the same kind of role as Barker, most likely. Okay, so what are the Commonwealth soldiers doing then here? Okay, isn't this one of the buildings where Daryl and Rosita live in? Because it looks like the same staircase. I don't know if it is the case, but it seems similar enough. It's gonna be interesting seeing Daryl part of the Commonwealth soldiers. I literally have no idea what that is about. Yeah, we've seen this shot before. We've seen this shot before. We've seen this shot before. We haven't seen this shot before. It's Princess. It's Daryl fighting with the Commonwealth soldiers. What is this shot about with Leah? Did she survive? Does she disappear? Or is this some kind of a flashback? I'm curious because we're all speculating that she's probably gonna die, so there's gonna be space for Daryl and Connie to get together, although even that doesn't really make much of a sense to become a thing, considering we know about the spin-off with Daryl and Carol, and there's no way they could do Daryl and Connie if they're gonna be doing that spin-off with Daryl and Carol on the road, so yeah, I don't know. It's interesting though, at least. There's Lydia, Elijah, Diane, who I'm surprised she's still alive, dude, at this point. And I think Maggie is the other person running. There's Aaron and Maggie. Where the hell are they going with those guns? I'm really curious. And so the walker being taken was taken out by this guy, huh? Honestly, I feel like for whatever reason, like this trailer was actually a little bit more exciting than the main one. Because it gave me much more cool and interesting imagery and cool, interesting moments than the main one. Like that one wasn't bad or anything, but I feel like just this one has more interesting shit. And at this point, we've gotten so many teasers and trailers about it that I'm curious exactly how things are going to connect and how they're going to play out. Because usually I'm not really the trailer kind of person, because I don't like most of the story or whatever to be revealed to me, so I don't really, at the very least, like I would watch like one trailer, and at that point I would already kind of be able to piece together how the storyline is going to go. But now, even though I've seen so many trailers and teasers about the second third of the final season, I still have no idea what they're going to do with it. Like, I guess I know that they're gonna go to the Commonwealth, but beyond that, there's plenty of scenes which I have no idea what the context of is, so that's gonna be exciting to see. But yeah, that was a interesting little teaser trailer there. I'm curious, what do you guys think about it? What do you think about the picture, the shots, the really cool shots? Like the one shot that really surprised me, that I was really curious about, which is why I recorded this video, is the shot of Daryl in a Commonwealth outfit. That was really cool to see. But even outside of that, we got some really interesting shots in this with Pamela and her lackey, who is playing some games. Going themselves to Alexandria, which I did not see that coming, or the soldier guy from the Princess episode showing up again and being part of the resistance of the Commonwealth. Like, I definitely did not see that coming, and that's one of the cool moment that I did not expect to see in this trailer. So it was a worth it thing to check out. But yeah, what did you guys think about the trailer? Comment down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Omari Bridgman, Deadpool, and Shenchez. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me to have decided to support me. And for those of you who have continued to support me for such a long time, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the list in the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!